I'm gonna go ahead and give this a first try. I'm gonna try that YouTube magic. So 3, 2, 1. How's it going, you guys? Welcome back to the Sheen Car Toy channel. And today, yes sir, we're gonna be installing our set of ARP head bolts so we can give our beautiful RB26 all the boost it can take. So stay tuned, you guys. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and dive in straight to business. And to start, what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove our 6 coil packs, and then after we remove our coil packs, we're gonna go ahead and start taking our valve covers off. Okay, so I already removed all the bolts of the valve covers, and we're gonna go ahead and lift them now. Hopefully everything inside looks clean and there's nothing going on. I don't think there's gonna be anything going on, but hopefully it's clean, that meaning that whoever had this engine, or in the car the engine was, they did all the oil change. They didn't leave the oil sitting there for a long time, so fingers crossed, everything looks nice. Alright guys, so everything in here looks good. It looks like whoever had the engine took really good care of it, even though it's a low mileage engine. So yeah, up to now it's a good sign. Alrighty you guys, so we have everything already ready to go ahead. We already cleaned all the oil and everything, so we're gonna go ahead and now and start turning the crank until we have the RB26 camshafts. They made like a little groove so you can be able to get to the studs itself. So we're gonna go ahead and keep turning the crank until the groove lines up perfectly with the head stud. I think we're right about there. So we're gonna go ahead and remove everything from the middle towards the outside. So let's get right down to it, guys. Alrighty you guys, so we're gonna go ahead and insert our first ARP bolt. Let's go ahead and drop it right in there, just really gentle and careful. Going down. Let's take out the magnet. Put it in, hand tighten as much as you can. That's 90. Now it's going. Yep. So that's our fourth one. We still have 8 more to go. So up to now, everything is going smooth. We haven't had any issues. So yeah, let's keep going and get all of them already assembled. And then what I'm gonna do is, for the last one, I'm gonna go ahead and walk you guys through how the ARP bolts give you the instruction to go ahead and install them. And basically the process that we're doing to make sure that you don't have any oil in the threads in the block. So yeah, let's go ahead and continue working. Alrighty you guys, so let me show you guys here. So as you can see, we already have all of them already outside. We are only missing the last one in the right side of the head. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk you through more or less how we did it, and maybe it will help you guys out if you guys want to go ahead and try to do it like how we did. So basically what we're gonna do is, once you pull them out, some of them are completely dried, but some of them have a little bit of oil in the bottom of the threads. Now you wouldn't want to have any liquid on the threads in the block. You want that to be clear and as clean as possible. So what we're gonna do is, we take some brake cleaner, you spray it down the hole to clean all of that oil, and then what we're gonna do is, we're gonna take some compressed air. And for example, we went to Harbor Freight and we bought this little gun that comes with a long stick, so you can put it down there. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna blow air to get all of the oil or anything that is stuck down there. So as you can see here, you can see that it is full of a little bit of oil. So you want to make sure that you get the threads as clean as you can. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish cleaning this, and I'm gonna walk you through the ARP bolt kit, how they recommend you to install them. Okay guys, so for the ARP studs, what they recommend you is for you to lube up the top threads, and then they recommend you to lube the washer and nut itself. So what we're doing on this application is, we're lubing up the threads in the outside, and then I'm gonna put it inside the head once it's already lubed up. That way it's easier, and then I'm not gonna have to be having the trouble to lube it up inside the actual head, which there's not many space for you to actually do it. So you just take a little bit, make sure that it is all even in all the threads. So you make sure to put it there. So grab a little bit more. Now, whatever is pushed down farther than the thread, maybe you don't have to do it. I'm just cleaning them to make sure that we don't have any lube where they don't say to. So now let's go ahead, let me clean my hands. So what I'm doing is, from Advanced Auto Parts or Harbor Freight or anything, you get one of these magnets, and then you stick it to the top of the bolt, and then it's not gonna fall. You come with it, and then you just set it down on the hole, turn it a little bit, and then you can just pull the magnet right up, and it's gonna stay down there. So now, before we lube this, we're actually going to go ahead and thread it down. They recommend you to just thread it down into the block by hand. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. just until you feel it that it's already hand tightened. So now for the second stage of lubing, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead, grab a little bit more lube, and then we're going to lube up the bottom of the nut. Then you take your washer, put it on top, and lube up the washer on top where it's going to seat against the head. There you go. And then we're going to do the same process with the magnet. We're going to grab it from the bottom, and then since it's already all looped up, even if you put it down, the loop is keeping it together. So here the only tricky part is you need to be really careful. I may just drop the washer now, but it's okay, it's not gonna go anywhere. So just, you see, I was able to put it in, no problem. Same thing, try to just give it at least a couple turns. You can even hold it with your fingers down there, and then you pull out the magnet. Then we're gonna go ahead and grab our 14, which is, oh, right here, and then this one here. So I grab our 3/8 extension with our 3/8 to half converter for the torque wrench. So same thing, the nut, they recommend you to hand tighten first until you can't anymore. So it's already there, and now we're gonna go ahead and take our torque wrench. I'm gonna turn it on, set it up to 105. That it is what they recommend, and we're going to go ahead and torque it down to the 105. So here we have 30, 50, 70, and now here's when it starts to get a little bit harder. 90. We have 100, and now let's look for that 105. There it is. Now that we already have all the bolts already installed, everything is already torqued down to spec. So what we decided was, since we were gonna go ahead and remove the valve covers anyways, we maybe were able to use the old gaskets, but we didn't want to risk it since valve cover oil leaks is a really common thing. So we wanted to go ahead and get a brand new set. So there you have it, Nissan. So what we're gonna do now, the other step is we're going to go ahead and clean all the edge, make sure that we don't have any oil, remove this half moon gasket that they have in the back, and remove all the factory red RTV. Same thing here in on the front of the cams. So we can go ahead and install our beautiful valve covers. So we already put in the head studs, everything is already tied down, and I'm gonna show you guys right now the valve covers, the new ones that they're already installed. So take a look at it, guys. I mean, it changed the whole look of the engine. It looks like a brand new engine just by the valve covers. So yeah, valve covers are already installed. So we're gonna go ahead and move forward now to our charge pipes. That's like the biggest thing that we still have left to do. So yeah, let's go ahead and start measuring and cutting so we can do our charge pipes. So when you don't have the right tools, you need to improvise. It's working. Okay, you guys, so we already did all the turns and everything is already tacked. So what we're trying to do now is to see if we can just do everything in one piece. I mean, looks like you're getting it. Yeah, I think so.
I'm a beast, Papa, I'm a beast.
That way we only have 2 couplers and we don't have to put 1 coupling in between the 2 pipes. Yep, nice, nice. So yeah, as you can see, we're only gonna have 1 coupler here in the intercooler, and then everything is just solid pipe, and then it comes from down there solid, and another coupler here on the turbo outlet. So yeah, it's looking super good. Now hopefully my welds, they hold at least 25 pounds, 30 pounds. We're gonna find out pretty soon. So yeah, now I'm gonna go ahead and finish welding all of this so we can start working on the other side. Alrighty, so after like 45 minutes of welding, like 5 pull tips, is already completely welded, and you can see it there. Hopefully it holds boost and we don't have any boost leaks. But yeah, the first section is already done. Let's go ahead and test fit it now and start working on the second one. Okay guys, so quick update. Here we have the side that we have already done completely. Everything is bolted on. Now here we have tacked the first piece. So this is gonna go towards the intake manifold and then it's going around. Alan is working now on the other 290s that are gonna make the turn to go under the oil radiator here, the oil cooler radiator, and come to here. Now we are going to be reusing the blow-off valve that we used to have when the Subaru used to have the old engine. So this is kind of like, you know, like a memory from that engine. So hopefully it's still in good condition. Alrighty, you guys, so everything is already bolted on. We're only missing 1 clamp here that Alan is already getting. Now the only thing is we were not able to make everything in one straight shot like this one, because the space here is really tight. It's not like on this side that we had a whole bunch of room to move the pipe around. So basically it goes down there. We already have our vacuum line, temporary vacuum line hooked up to the blow off. So it comes down here and then we have a coupler here and then in the intercooler. But it's looking real good, guys. So we're going to go ahead and turn on the car to see, hopefully we can hear the blow off sound, guys. I mean, we were so close to hitting the dyno. So yeah, let's put on that clamp and turn it on and see how it sounds. Okay, you guys, so we tried to go ahead and see if we can hear the blow off, but the thing is that since the car doesn't have any load, I'm guessing it's not enough pressure for it to actually move. It is actuating, but really soft and it barely opens. So we're not gonna be able to hear that till dyno day. But yeah, guys, I mean, we're one step closer. At least we have all of this part that was our biggest thing that we needed it to do. It's already done. So what we have left is just buying a boost controller, making a cash can, and doing a couple whiting things, and we should be good. Oh, also we need to get the drive shaft We already got the measurements and everything to see if we can get it done as soon as we can. So yeah, that's the update up to now, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the new subscribers. Subscribe if you like the content, and stay tuned, you guys. We're gonna have a dyno session real soon. See you guys.